Here's something I never do. I never buy fountain sodas at convenience stores or fast food restaurants, including McDonald's. I'll never do it, and it's not only because I prefer my soda chilled and without ice. I've got a much more important reason than that. First, though, let's talk about McDonald's fountain Cokes. McDonald's customers often feel that a McDonald's fountain Coca-Cola is better than other fountain Cokes. That's subjective, but I'll go ahead and explain some reasons for why their Cokes may seem better. First, for the big rumor. Many people believe that McDonald's gets a special syrup base from the Coca-Cola company for its Coke fountain drinks, one that's sweeter than usual or different in some other way. I can tell you that that is absolutely not true. It's what they do with the syrup that's different. Here are the key differences. 1. McDonald's uses a higher syrup-to-water ratio. It's the same syrup, they just use more of it. More syrup means a stronger Coca-Cola with more sweetness. Number 2, McDonald's filters its water to make it as pure as possible. 3, McDonald's pre-chills its water and the syrup and sends it through refrigerated lines. Since it comes out already cold, it doesn't melt the ice as much and thus dilute the drink. And number 4, McDonald's uses larger ice cubes than other fast food restaurants or convenience stores, so that the ice does not melt as fast. Although I'm not sure if this applies to all regions and all locations, McDonald's also stores its Coke syrup in refrigerated stainless steel tanks. This only applies to the Coca-Cola syrup, not the other soda flavors, which are still stored in plastic bags inside cardboard boxes. All of this is also important in terms of food safety, and in fact, McDonald's and other fast food chains have the most stringent safety standards and procedures of any restaurants, if those protocols are consistently followed. But I still won't buy fountain sodas since 1, I don't like them, and 2, I don't trust them, even in the safest restaurant you're ever going to go to. Yes, McDonald's is probably the safest restaurant you've ever eaten at. And no, fast food does not cause the most food poisoning outbreaks. They are just larger when they occur. So like I said, I never buy fountain sodas from convenience stores like 7-Eleven or from fast food restaurants or any other restaurants where they use soda fountains. What are my reasons? It is because you can almost bet that the fountain machines are the nastiest, germiest thing you're going to find in any of these establishments. There is only one other thing that is perhaps worse, and I'll get to that later. I want to first point out that I'm no alarmist when it comes to food safety concerns. I've debunked many nasty restaurant myths on my website, Culinary Lore, so I'm not trying to freak you out here. I'm going to give you the information, and you can decide what to do with it. So if you normally get sodas from self-serve soda fountains or order them from restaurants, etc., it's possible that you've become ill from them without even knowing it. Yes, in fact, it's possible to get a serious foodborne illness from these uncleaned and poorly maintained soda dispensers. I'll take a soda from a can or bottle over a fountain soda any day. So why are soda fountain machines dangerous? The machines used to dispense sodas in restaurants and convenience stores are not always properly cleaned. Even the dispenser nozzles themselves often are full of old soda gunk and bacteria. The plastic piping used to convey water and syrup in these dispensing systems are a particular problem because they're a good environment for biofilms to form. Biofilms are a community of bacteria that are encased and protected by a sort of armor made up of a sticky protein and sugar matrix. This is a sort of slime that grows on surfaces in moist environments. Regular casual cleaning will not remove these biofilms, and if they form on the inside of small plastic pipes, they are all but impossible to remove. A study by Heil et al. Published in the journal Water Supply evaluated 72 samples from water vending machines, soda fountains, and tap water in the eastern Coachella Valley. In 25% of the soda fountain samples, they found traces of Salmonella, Pseudomonas aeruginosa, and E. coli. The latter two are both serious concerns that could cause severe gastrointestinal and respiratory illness, or even hepatitis and death. While they were sampling water from the soda machines, you can bet that the same types of biofilms are present in all soda machine tubing and associated parts, and according to the researchers, the filtration systems in soda fountains are insufficient to prevent customers from drinking contaminated water. Whatever applies to fountain soda dispensers also applies to vending machines that dispense liquids, including coffee. Despite how alarming these results are, we still don't have enough data about how widespread this problem is. More research is needed to find out whether such contamination is the rule rather than the exception. My prediction? It's the rule. That prediction is based on similar results of contamination found in other dispensing environments. Like the thing I told you, maybe even worse than soda fountain dispensers. Ice machines. If you get ice from a restaurant, quite frankly, you're getting a class of bacteria. Ice machines are rarely cleaned, and biofilms or pink slime forms on the walls of the machine. As the restaurant staff scoops ice from the machine, some of the bacteria is scraped from the walls into the ice. As well, safety standards are not always followed, and the staff's hands make contact with the ice, causing another avenue for food poisoning. You know, we often assume that if we get food poisoning, it came from the food. It may have come from the ice, or a dispensed soda from a soda fountain, or some other source. Don't even get me started on those plastic laminated menus. Now, don't get me wrong, the most commonly proven source of food poisoning from eating establishments are from workers not washing their hands and contaminating the food, usually with a norovirus. Regardless, as I pointed out before, it is likely that this type of bacterial colonization in soda dispensing equipment and ice machines is the rule, not the exception. Now, I wouldn't become paranoid about this issue. You don't have to avoid ordering cocktails or anything at all with ice, but when you have a choice, you may want to offer something in a bottle that is already chilled, like a Perrier or a specialty soda or a beer, if not a glass of wine. So what if we come up with a fountain soda safety tier? I don't have data to back this up. This is more an educated guess on my part. In terms of where it's safest to buy fountain sodas, I'd place major fast food chains number 1 in safety. Then I'd place other major sit-down restaurant chains like fast casual restaurants number 2. And I'd place major convenience store chains a distant third in safety in general. And then I'd place individual restaurants or, say, gas stations or other mom-and-pop stores last.